Hello everyone. In this video, I will explain you the operators that we are going to use in C++ programming. In last video, I have explained you the data types. What are the types of data we can use for programming? Like I have explained you int. This is used for storing integer type of values. Then float or double. This is used for storing decimal values, and double is used for storing very large number as well as very small number. Like example, the distance between the sun and earth, that is very large, so in kilometer, so that number can be stored in a double data type. Then char character, this is used for storing the single character, like I have written a. Okay, char as equals to a. So always remember, character is written in a single quotes. So data type means that whatever the type of data we are going to store into the program. Now operators are the symbols that is used for mathematical and logical calculation. It is like an algebra in your math. Same way we will use some operators less than, greater than, and arithmetical operators in C++. So basically there are three kind of operators. First one is your arithmetical operators. These operators are used for performing arithmetical calculations. Like example, plus, this sign is used for addition. Minus, this sign is used for subtraction. Then asterisk, this asterisk sign is used for multiplication. And slash, this sign is used for division. Then one more operator, percentage. Percentage sign is used for finding the remainder. Remainder means if I divide 7 percentage 5, then it will give me the answer 2. If you divide 7 by 5, then you will get the remainder 2. So remember, percentage sign always gives the remainder. Then next type of operators is relational operator. These operators are used for comparison or a relational calculation, means which one is greater than, whatever the small than, like this. So here less than sign, this is used for less than, greater than sign, greater than, less than or equals to. So here any one condition is true, either both the numbers are, one number is less than the second number, or both the numbers are equals. Then greater than equals to, either one number is greater than the second number, or both the numbers are equals. Then double equals to, here this double equals to, I will tell you, this is also known as a equals to operator. For to comparison, two numbers are equal or not, we will use 2 times double equals to sign. This is compulsory in C++. And then this is not equals to. This means both the numbers are not equal. Now why we are using here double equals to? Because single equals to we are using for assignment. This you will understood when we will use if as statement in the finite term syllabus. So remember, these relation operators are used for calculations. Then logical operators. Logical operators are used for join 2 or more than 2 conditions. Like example, if I have to find out a number which is the number which is divisible by 3 also and divisible by 5 also. So here for that we will use AND operator. So we will use 2 times AND operator. Then suppose I have to find out a number which is divisible by either 3 or 5. So either 3 it is divisible or divisible by 5. So we will use 2. This is the sign for OR operator. This you can use like you can print the shift and then backslash, and this sign will be come. So this is your OR operator, and this is your NOT operator, means if the result is true it will give the false, and if it is false it gives the true. Now logical operators I will explain you in next video detail. It's true with its truth table. Now I will explain you some programs how to find addition or subtraction of 2 numbers in C++. So this is a simple program for finding the addition of 2 numbers. Most of the things you will write down same, like hash include iostream.h, hash include conio.h, that is compulsory in most of all the programs. then void main as it is CLR SCR. Then I have declared int. It means a, b and sum. These are three are my variables. I have explained you what is variable and what is constant also in C++. So this variable a, b and sum is used for storing the number. Like whatever number I will enter first, that is going to store in A. When then I will enter the second number, then it will be stored in B. Then whatever the sum of A and B, that is going to store in SQM. That is sum. It is variable is same thing, like when you want to save anything on a computer memory, you have to give it some name. Same thing here, I want to store the numbers in this program. For that I will give the sum variable. So next statement, cout, enter two numbers. So this is going to print as it is. So this is going to print as it is because it is written in double quotes. And remember that after this print the semicolon. It is compulsory. If you don't put the semicolon, then see what happens. This is known as a syntactical error. If I don't put and compile it, it will give me the error like this. Error 1. Then it is coming next line. So you will assume that I am missing something in the previous line. So put the semicolon. It is not compulsory. After this you will put the semicolon. After that you can put the semicolon anywhere. Then C in A and B. This is used for taking the input. It is like an input command in a QBasic, and cout, it is like a print command in QBasic. So whatever I am going to enter, first number that is going to store in A, then second number that is going to store in B. Now sum equals to A plus B. So sum, A plus computer will add A and B, then its value is going to store in SUM. Now I want to print the answer also, so I have written cout sum equals to, so remember that this sum equals to going to print as it is. But after that I have written SUM sum, so it will print the value of variable, that is sum. So then get ch, this is used for hold the output screen. Remember that after cout, whatever you write down in the double quotes, like these two quotes, that is going to print as it is. It will not change. And SUM sum, so here whatever the value, like example I will enter 7 and 5. So 7 and 5 equals to 12. So in sum it is going to store 12. And when I write down SUM, it will print the value. So I will compile this program first. Compile. Look at here, 0 errors, 0 warnings. So your program is syntactically correct. Now run this program. Click on run. Remember that you can use Ctrl plus F9 to run. Now enter two numbers. It is coming. Enter two numbers. Now I enter like 8. Then press the enter key after this. So it will go to the new line. Then enter the second number 9. So sum equals to 17. So this is your answer, sum equals to 17. So this is your program for addition of two numbers. Same way you can write a program for subtraction, multiplication, division, and also finding the remainder. Or in this program only, here you can find out the difference, then multiplication and division also. So this is all for today's video. In next video, I will explain some more programs related to the operators. Thank you.